The National Agency for Science and Engineering Infrastructure in Nigeria, that's NASENI, has been making remarkable strides in the realm of science and engineering, positioning itself as key player in driving technological innovation and, of course, research and development in the country. Through its strategic initiatives and groundbreaking projects, NASENI has been at the forefront of advancing Nigeria's capabilities in science and engineering, fostering indigenous technological solutions, and promoting self-reliance in critical sectors. These efforts have not only elevated Nigerian profile in global science and engineering space, but has also laid a solid foundation for sustainable growth, industrialization, socio-economic advancement. Well, let's get talking. And live from our Abuja studios to start the week with us on Business Nigeria, I have the Executive Vice Chairman, Chief Executive Officer of the National Agency for Science and Engineering Infrastructure, Mr. Kahil Halilu. Thank you so much. It's good to have you on the program. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Tolu, and nice to have you too.
All right, I want to start this way. You did something very strategic a few days ago. Now, globally, female representation in engineering remains very low. In Nigeria, it's about 5%. Maybe you're saying about 20 humans, you have just one engineer who's a woman or a lady. NASENI is partnering with PICTT. Tell us more about this partnership, how it intends to improve female participation in the engineering and sciences space.
Well, Tolu, as you know, the National Agency for Science and Engineering Infrastructure, NASENI, is the only government agency with the mandate to intervene in all areas of science and engineering infrastructure. And what we've realized, with regards to gender equality is that in Nigeria, we only have about 5% women inclusion in engineering, when the average world, statistics is about 28%. And we think this is unacceptable. So we launched a program called Delta, which is developing engineering leaders through her on the International Women's Day, to carve out specific resources to give women and girls unfair advantage to advance their participation in the engineering space. So this funds goes into developing their ideas, and the ones that have prototypes, giving them seed capital and the likes. This is already ongoing. We've already launched the website. Call for application is ongoing, and we're receiving a lot of applications, and we hope to see more of that and go live soon with regards to this program.
That sounds good. But let's look at the mandate of NASENI and all that you've been doing since you got into office. How challenging has it been? Many will say change is something that some say is difficult to achieve.
Well, definitely change is difficult to achieve, but when you have a team that is supportive, and I'm glad, I have a team in NASENI that is very, very supportive. The ones that I've met and the few, that I came along with, they've been very open and, contributing. We're moving the agency into a new direction, which we want to commercialize a lot of our products. When I came on board, I saw that a lot of work has been put into research and development and prototypes, but now we want to take it to the next level, building on what has been existing, which is to commercialize this product. And just 2 weeks ago, we had the Senate visit us, to do an oversight visit. And we are proud to launch 3 of our products, which is the electric keke napep, the solar home systems, as well as the solar irrigation equipment, which is in support of the Renewed Hope Agenda Irrigate Nigeria project.
I want to go back again to talk about I think it's called Delta initiative. Did I get that? I want to talk about that again.
Delta.
Now, you talked about financing for new projects, of course, and that are coming from females. But my question now will be, how many or how you've been going around, how viable are the businesses being instituted, both male and female, around sciences and engineering? How viable are some of the projects you've seen?
Well, from the early applications that we've received, they are very, very much interesting. One thing we try to concentrate is how to bring in local components in everything we've been doing, how to localize, how to domesticate ideas and activities. You know, Nigeria is a very interesting terrain. It's also a tough terrain. You might have the best of products in other parts of the world, but when it comes to adapting it to our, you know, local needs, it can become tricky. So you see, even big international players coming into Nigeria, for them to be successful, they have to have that handshake, you know, with the local partners. And there's nothing we can do better than promoting, you know, these girls or these ladies, you know, to come up to speed and have either competing products, ideas, or simply the ability to domesticate these products so that they'll be able to attract opportunities not just within NASENI, but across board.
Another very interesting one there. Now, staying with your vision, one thing I see here is human capacity building. Of course, that should be all across the board. How are you also moving to achieve this as you're staying in office?
Well, one of the first thing, you know, you have to do in an organization when you come on board is to make sure that you're on the same page, you know, with your staff at all levels, junior and senior staff. So one of the promises I made upon assuming this role is to ensure that welfare is being well taken care of, and also to have a very open ear and have an open door policy. So we immediately set up a committee made by mostly junior staffs, you know, to bring forward their concerns and what they think, you know, could be done differently in order to achieve the new vision. And I'm glad to announce that about 97% of all the recommendations put forward have been achieved, you know, in the shortest period of time. And we're looking at, you know, concluding that. Notwithstanding, these are not going to be, you know, set in stones. We understand change is constant, and as we move forward, you know, in trying to achieve our goals, the different demands will continue to change. The working environment will change, and will constantly put efforts to make NASENI the employer of choice.
You're talking about the products reaching the market this time around, and they won't end up in shelves and all of that. And there's a projection that by first quarter of 2024, this will happen. Should we still be expecting that as we move on?
Well, like I mentioned earlier, we already launched these products. In fact, some of them we already have over demand, and we're quickly looking at how to expand it. And before the mid of this year, you see more and more products. You know, we've done a rebranding. We're also doing something called leverage technology transfer or leverage manufacturing, where we partner with companies, you know, that are already doing some good work, so that we don't have to reinvent the wheel, leveraging on existing infrastructure, you know, so that the resources that we have can do much more beyond our capacity. So we'll continue to partner through our CCC program, which is collaboration, creation, and commercialization, you know, of the different products that we believe will bring intervention and create an economic dent, especially now that we're talking about how we can reduce the pressure on the naira, how we can export more products. So based on our strategic roadmap that we launched last year, we've already identified areas that we need intervention, and we have been shopping for various partners in different parts of the world. Recently, we were in China, where we attracted partners that commit to a project worth about $2 billion US dollars. We're also in COPS 28, where we were able to attract $150 million. The production factory is already ongoing now as we speak in Lagos. And we're exploring all avenues, you know, to actualize our goals and the promises that we've made.
Now, that sounds really interesting. And looking at the renewed hope agenda of Mr. President, which remains very aggressive, what more should we be expecting? Can you outline some what we should be expecting from NASENI moving forward?
Well, we should be expecting more locally produced products. And whenever you talk about you know, local production, it automatically ticks the box of you know, reducing pressure on the naira. It automatically ticks the box of how you can export some of these products. It automatically ticks the box of job creation. So we are perfectly situated, you know, to help Mr. President achieve this renewed hope agenda, and we are on track. Every deadline we've set out, we've been meeting up. We're not behind schedule. And, the next phase, the immediate one will be the Irrigate Nigeria project, which is inside the Renewed Hope agenda. And this is a project that is sitting right in the National Agency for Science and Engineering Infrastructure. We already have our demo farm. In the next couple of months, we will be able to showcase how far we've gone around the Irrigate Nigeria program to ensure that farmers are able to, yield and harvest multiple times, in a year. This will also improve food security, as you know, is one of the hottest topic now. How can we, enhance more locally produced foods, to drive down the prices, as the terrain has not been easy.
Some will talk about challenges. I know it's not going to be as rosy as there'll be some challenges. Some will say either with funding, either with laws that will enable you do your job better. What sort of support do you expect, of course, from federal government, maybe the Senate moving forward?
Well, mainly it's about collaboration. I'm not that sits down and complain, about challenges. Challenges are part of the job. And, we can't just sit down and continue talking about it. We have to move on regardless. But so far, so good. We'll be receiving, good amount of support from the Senate, from the House of Assembly. And also our positioning in the presidency, helps us reduce a lot of bureaucracy, which is good in advancing all the, issues that, we've been challenged with. But I wouldn't complain so much about all the challenges. I like to look forward, and ensure that we look for areas and creative ways to cope them, to be sure that we delivered on our promises.
And this is not looking too ambitious. NASENI to increase number of female engineers in Nigeria in the next 5 years. Some will say that looks ambitious. You believe that will happen? Moving on.
Yes, definitely. And we have to dream big,
Well, that's a good one. I think I must thank you so much for starting the week with us on Business Nigeria. It's really a brilliant conversation I've been having with Mr. Kahil Alilu, who is the Executive Vice Chairman and also Chief Executive Officer of the National Agency for Science and Engineering Infrastructure. Thank you so much for always bringing us up to speed with happenings in your agency. Do have a great day.
Thank you, Tolu.